Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pure Angels playthrough, where we are just getting started with city blocks and being able to put a lot of delicious stuff on trains. So our paper has been filling up, which is awesome, so we're going to be able to make paper deliveries all over the place. We'll see how much that will offer us. We need batteries, but really I think metallurgy is the main thing I need to work on next. Because right now we just don't have a ton of metals. And so I think doing this process is what we want. It's a little annoying because I really would like to get to the catalyst stuff, which I've already got researched. But the problem is I need electronics blocks 2 and production block 2 to be able to build these. And so I'm wondering, like, should I just automate those really crappily first? Maybe go for batteries first here in the city block, and then I can get electronics 2s, and I think, what else did production block 2 require? Oh yeah, motor 2, okay. Which required the mold, which required, oh, I think we just needed electronics block 2 to make the buildings that this uses. So maybe we go for batteries first before we rebuild all of our, because I don't want to rebuild smelting twice this close together. The next smelting build I build, I'd like that to be, whatchamacallit? I would like that to be the catalyst sorting stuff. Now, why are these not running full time? We broke something. Oh, did I? What's going on here? That is less than a full belt. Should be fine. What is the business here? These are not getting enough. Oh, I just need to split that, because this isn't half and half, but this is half and half. So I believe that will fix the issue. Hopefully. Yes, it seems that way. Yeah, okay. Cool. Wow, that's so much paper. What's funny is that's probably not going to be enough paper. Bets on how long we're going to take... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. How long it's going to take till we need more. So, batteries. Let's boost the size of this, because I think we're going to need more batteries. Let's maybe go for 5 a second. That seems a bit more reasonable in terms of buildings, kind of based on what we've already been doing. We're building a bit bigger. And I can do... when do I get liquefiers? Liquefy? Who knows how you spell it? When do I get tier 2 liquefiers? That's the question I am trying to ask. Liquefier, that's an E. Okay, that requires E block 2s and P block 2s as well. I could research it though. Speaking of researches, I did a couple more movement speed upgrades. I think it's time for another inventory upgrade. Coal processing 2 is important because of the sulfuric waste from coke. And then I can also get a different carbon processing. I don't think I'm going to be using that anytime soon. Sulfur processing. Do I need this one? I don't think I do. Maybe I do? What recipe did this use? Sulfur and oxygen to make sulfur dioxide? Yeah, we do need that, actually. So that's on the very important list. And then I could do hydro refining eventually. That's not necessary yet. Oh yeah, the stack inserter, the non-stack inserter capacity. Very important. And finally, we could get metallurgy too, but we don't have the blocks for that. So solar panels as well. Not interested in that anytime soon. We are going to need to think about power generation, however. Are there any new ways to generate power in Pure Angels, or is it just the vanilla steam, solar, and nuclear? Because if we have to use steam until we get nuclear, that's going to be a little bothersome. I know there's higher tiers of nuclear in Angels, but turbine, it's only one of those. Only one steam engine. Interesting. So I don't know if we're going to get anything else. Well, here we are. Okay, I do know I can get tier 2 of these, however. So we'll do that. And we're going to need coal, paper, lead, and copper. That's actually not bad. So 4 inputs. Coal, paper, lead, and copper. And kind of like before, I think we'll build from the back in. So batteries are going to be back here. We're going to need 7, which is not that many. And we've got liquids. Oh, that's a liquid, the electrolytes. I assume that was a solid. And then there's 4 solid inputs. Seems like a good case for inserters from 2 belts. Power. Power. Okay, I'll just make 8. Make it balanced. Which is funny because someone was complaining about me not adding the extra one before, and now we are. Gotta keep everyone on their toes, you know? It's an important skill as a content creator. Don't become predictable. Alright, so that's there, and then this is gonna come down and load in. I'm not going to need that, actually. We're never going to make more than 5 a second. So 7.5 a second would be the worst, even if it was all in the same lane, which it will be, but that's still fine. The nice thing is 15 and 15 go on half a belt each, but I'm not going to want them on the... Oh, it's actually really interesting. These are all equal. So I could direct feed... Ooh, that's interesting. 2.25. That's... actually, these are fast enough, and they'll be fast enough. Okay. We're going to do a slight pivot here, because I'm a huge fan of direct insertion when you can make it work. So we're going to do that. Because there's really no reason to put things on a belt and then take them right off a belt when we can line everything up nicely. So instead, we're going to have these guys, and then maybe 1, 2, 3, these guys, and then 2, 3, these ones. Whoa, what am I doing? So we just want long boy inserters between them. And then we are going to have the liquid. And then we'll need a belt here for inputting here. This will be the output belt for batteries. And then on the outside of this, will be the inputs to the anodes and cathodes. So that'll be the anode and cathode stuff, which is lead and copper cable. Copper cable, I need more than 15 though. How many buildings? 20. So maybe I put this kind of right here. And so we'll have the copper come along. And then we'll need to put these on separate belts. This is one reason to do 8 buildings, is when you need exactly half and half. So we'll just do it that way. And then that way we have exactly halvesies on copper. And these will be for 2 different belts. That'll go on the top side of that belt. That'll go on the top side of that belt. And that is not right. The lead needs to be down here. This needs to be a copper line. So this is copper coming along. And these feed copper in. Woohoo! Okay, power. Alright, so then that'll be lead on the bottom, copper gets thrown on the top, and on the left, which is the top. So that's good for anodes and cathodes. Perfect. Okay. And then we need input. Oh shoot, I screwed this up. I only made 4. I meant to copy it, and I didn't. Well, you win some, you lose some. So here we are, needing to move everything yet again. We'll cut that, copy this, paste it, paste the other one again, right here. Thank goodness for nanobots. Dudes, I don't know if that's a very controversial opinion there. I think we all agree with that one. No one's gonna debate you on that point. Alright, that should do it. Except power. Also, did we hook this up right? Let me take a closer look at this. So, items go in at... this will be a fast enough rate once we get the inserter capacity bonus going. So then, because that's going to be 2.25, which between 2 items, I guess is fine because of stack size. Once you have stack size more than 1, the rate can go down a tiny bit from the total when, you know, it waits for a split second before it decides, oh, I can't get 2 of this item kind of stuff. So that can be an issue, but once the stack size boosts up, these will be more than sufficient for that. And then that makes 2.25, same story, that'll be sufficient for these. And then battery casing plus battery casing covers is a 1.5 total, and those will come in from the left side over here, and that should be good. Okay, so then we've got the input of which one's which. Cathode is the round. Wow, they look kind of the same. I don't know if I'm ever going to remember which one's which, but cathode is at the top. So anodes have their input, that inputs to the batteries. Cathodes have their input, that inputs to the batteries. Batteries have their input from this other belt and their output to this belt. And I believe that is all going to work out properly the way we'd like it to. And now we connect up all the power. That looks good. Okay. So now we need a disturbing amount of assemblers for the battery covers themselves. That's like the hardest part. Battery casing requires lead and paper. And then we use those casings, most of them, to make battery casing covers. It's kind of a weird... I don't totally get that recipe, but here we are. And the ratio here is... This is a third of 40, and this is a third of 100. So that means the ratio is 4 to 10. And if the ratio is 4 to 10, then that means the ratio is 1 to 2.5. So not a great ratio. I'll just build them separate and put it on belts. I do need 40 paper per second for this if it's ever going to run at full speed. So I am overbuilding a bit because I'm going to be needing a lot of paper for circuits as well. I imagine I'll need a second paper city block before too long. And I might bite the bullet and start using mini loaders for trains, depending on how long these things take. Because this could be pretty bad. Anyway, let's build it. If we build it, they will come. So the battery casing, we need both, right? Yeah, we need both. Okay. Not really Agronomist. It kind of bothers me, actually. There are later game recipes, but they use things that aren't necessarily easy to get. And it's kind of annoying. For all the things that Angels does really well in terms of like getting better recipes as you progress, paper is not one of them, which I've always felt is a bit strange. 34, not divisible by anything nice. 36 is divisible by 9. Or, well, yeah, it is divisible by 9. This is 9, right? Yeah, so I could do 4 sets of 9. Or 2 sets of 18. What do I prefer? Maybe just 2 sets of 18, actually. This is a very simple input-output situation. So we can just line these things up. Input, output. And the total output is 5. So that's not a problem. This needs to shift. And then we need a power. Red undergrounds or waste power poles? I think I'll waste some power poles. Okay, so that is 20. So we don't need quite as many. That will cut off. That'll be 36 right there. And then that would be 32. So 32 plus 2 more is 34. Of course, I'm out of inserters, but that's 34. And then, that's the battery casing cover. Perfect. Okay, that actually should go the other way. It should go back out. Because whatever's going in here is the battery casings themselves. And then this out, it's kind of like, funny, we're going to output priority right. So we're going to send things to this first, and then this will match up with whatever's left over. And then that will be the input to here. And we only need 13 of those, which maybe, yeah, let's make this a little nicer. We'll just run this along here. Oops. Do that, and now we've got some space in the middle for these 14. buildings. Oh no, frames! Frame dropping again in the same day. Are you kidding me? Don't you dare do this. Okay, maybe it's fine. Super weird. Don't know what just happened. 4. That's 7. That makes 14. Oh, shoot. We have a lot of input belts here. So for 7 of these, I actually need a full belt of paper and a half belt of lead. Maybe we can make this work with some space. So a full belt of paper, lead can be in the middle, that can be a full belt of paper. And then where does the output go? What do they call, why do they call it oven when U of in, what? Was that a sentence, Dukes? I think you forgot how to English for a second. That was a very incomprehensible sentence. I don't have the brain power to translate. I think this might work with some undergrounds. I need to go get some more inserters though. But I'm pretty confident, like paper, lead in the middle, and then outputs here will work just fine. And if I need some more space for power poles or whatever, I can do more undergrounds. And so these are going to be 20, which does mean I need to care about sides of the belt. And those are going to come up over here. Like so. Yes, perfect. Perfection. And now inserter capacity bonus is finished. That will help the trains load a lot faster, literally twice as fast. So that's a big boost right there. Maybe I'm a bit happier with my train loading right now. Earlier we calculated it to be 55 a second. Now it's going to be 110 a second. That's pretty fast. Still slower than it would be with stack inserters and stuff, or mini loaders, but... Well, actually, hold on. With mini loaders, I only have the yellow ones, and those are going to be 15 a second times 6 squares. 6 times 15 is only... Wait, I feel like something's... Hold on. I did something wrong here. Because if these two are only going to be 8.2 together, and that's still not as fast as 50. Oh, I was doing the whole train. Okay. So we're doing 180 versus 110 right now, is the difference between mini loaders and the inserters. So mini loaders would only be 60% faster loading. Given that it's not even double, I don't feel like that's worth it. Anyway, so yeah, that's everything but the electrolytes. Not bad. We'll do the electrolytes down here, and I need to go get some more inserters. I think what I need, actually, is a personal locomotive to pick up and take me places. So, I need one of the crawler locomotives that I can carry around. Because I don't want to constantly walk all the way to and fro my city base. Or city blocks. City base? It's basically the same thing. A city base is made out of city blocks, right? Makes sense. Okay, so I want... Actually, what we'll do is we'll kind of like... have a little place the train can come and then loop around, do some squiggles back to home. And I think, what do we need here? Just basic stuff. Is that gonna work fine? No. This needs to be a chain. Oh, that can go away. It is beautiful. Look at all those S curves. It's absolutely amazing. This one should be a chain as well. Okay. And does that have space for 3? It does. Perfect. Okay, so this is where we'll drop off our locomotive when we're coming to and fro. To and fro the base. So let me grab a locomotive. And hopefully there is some more inserters waiting for me. 56. Not as many as I hoped. We are slowly building up filter mini loaders, though. I guess I should probably change this to 100. So we build up 100 before we give them away. The red circuits are still the limiting factor on my base. Looks like green circuits finally backed up. So that is the status. Wait, but I have a lot of copper. No, I don't. I'm using all the copper. Okay. We are using every single bit of the copper. I should go get more blocks. Because that's the thing I always run out of when I'm least expecting it. Okay, apparently I'm not using construction block 2s at all. Good on mechanical blocks. Fluid, need a bit more. E blocks, I need a bit more. Those are expensive. E0s, just a bit more. And construction blocks, definitely need more. Okay, so let's look at our crafting needs before we run over there. Summary. So we need 2 of the tier 2s. We need 13 chemical plants. We need 14 liquefiers. 4 ore crushers. And that should do it. Nice. And maybe some more red belts. Let me grab some more assemblers and then red belts. I'm ignoring that comment. Okay, we've re-upped everything. I have some dump chest items. Don't want that, stone, a single copper plate, some random paper. Don't need the groundwater bores, and that looks pretty good. Okay, and more inserters for me? 7. That's not as many as I hoped. All right, so now we have our own little train. Whee! Fill for me is not a thing anymore, so we gotta actually put coal in it. I know, it's such a bummer. Oh yeah, I have to do this and shift click, and we want to go over here. No path to destination. How dare you talk back to me like that? No path? Really? Sure looks like there's a path. Wait, what the heck is this? Oh, it's facing the wrong direction. That's the problem. Okay. Well, I rescind my complaint. That was on me. That one was on me. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Wow, this baby's fast when it's not dragon wagons behind it. Dragon wagons? That actually sounds like a really cool mod. Instead of train stuff, you have dragon, like literal dragons that get dragged behind your locomotives. Dragon wagons. Clearly I'm focused today. Okay. So let's finish this out before we do the chemical stuff. these have a pretty high rate. I guess I didn't factor that in, but one of these on paper and one of them on lead should be fine. But then we also need one of them on outserting, as I like to call it. So I'll do a sideways for paper, straight on for lead, and outserting there. And then that will fill up everything, is the problem. Where will power poles go? Oh, right in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so we do that. We flip it. We do that. We G flip it. Put a power pole in the middle, and we call it a beautiful day. And I need some belts there. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Get rid of this piece. I believe that will do it. Yes. Not grabbing from the middle belt. What the heck am I doing? Wow. Okay, well, we can fix that. Whoops. Alright, well, how about we come in underground-wise and just do that. And that will give me plenty of space for power poles. Gosh. Not paying attention is what we're doing. But that should do it. Okay, so now I just need this electrolyte build. And I believe... Ah, yes, the coal and coke. Interesting. So we're going to have to get rid of the coke as a byproduct of this. Until we get a better way to create sulfuric acid. Hey, good night, Acronymus. Thanks for being here. There are better ways to make sulfur later, or at least byproduct-free ways. But for now, we don't have that. Good night, Dave. See you later. So, I have to decide, do I output coke, or do I turn it into carbon? We do use carbon for a lot of things. Coke is used to make, well, a couple things as well. So we should probably export coke, and then wherever we need carbon, we just bring in coke and make carbon on site. So we'll have a carbon maker. So we are going to have to do byproduct management. I am going to probably have a couple more stations here, so I'm not going to build it in the way of stations. So I'll build up here. And for now, we will... Oh, we already did that. So we'll just start from the finish, I guess. 8 chemical plants making electrolytes. How about right here? And yet again, this is where advanced fluid handling really shines. You don't have to space these out. It's very nice. Ghostified, I could burn the coke for power, but what if power usage is too low to utilize all the coke? Then you run into some issues. So I don't tend, unless there's a way to also just burn the coke, period. And then I feel wasteful. I'll use the coke, probably. Wait, what did... Oh, yeah, sulfur. Yeah, okay, so I need to make sulfuric acid. And that's in 2 of these. And what I'll do is something like this, and then the outputs line up perfectly. And now we have sulfur dioxide behind them. Let's get the connection set up before I go too far. That's a pretty unfortunate spot. We're going to have to turn a corner here. go this way. Yeah, perfect. Gosh, I love advanced fluid handling. It's so great. I'm out of inserters, by the way. Always a good time. Okay, so we need inputs on saline water, purified water. I'm going to need 3 back here, making sulfur dioxide from sulfur and oxygen. Ooh. I mean, there's lots of ways to do this, but I'll just be simple. So that's fine. We need to make oxygen. I guess I didn't set that up. That's still the air separation. So we are going to need some of the air filters for that. But I have flare stacks now, so this gets a lot better. A lot better, let me tell you. So I need how many? 4 making oxygen. Maybe I'll put those up here. Oh. Need a few more. Air separation. Bingo. Okay, this is where you have to be careful to not have them extend past where you want them to. Oh, and I'm going to need way more of the underground 1 to 2s here. Okay, and can I make 9 filters right now? Yes. Yes, I can. Alright, might as well make them kind of out of the way here. That does not look good. I'll put these on the top. Yes, it does include the use of a plumbus, most certainly. Can't make air without a plumbus. Okay, so air comes in, gets turned into all that. I do need a flare stack. Not sure how many. Let's see, nitrogen, gas, chemical void, 100 per 1 second. But a flare stack, crafting speed of 2, so it's 200 a second. This only makes 150, so 1 flare stack is sufficient. Put that there. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back with some more pipes, for sure. Okay. But we have... Oh, let's put some lights down, first of all. Lights. Ooh, much better. Okay. So then... train... I really don't like having to fuel it. I wish... I guess I could put coal on my hotbar, and then that'll be a little easier. And then we'll go here. It is a lot faster to do it this way. These are the Angel's crawler trains, Dukes. They are awesome. Okay, so we need more inserters, as always. Thank goodness there's 100. And we need lots more pipes. And I think we didn't use a whole... how are we doing? Power poles are fine. We probably don't need more of these. I'm going to take 2 stacks. I should probably have 3 stacks of those available. Those are the ones you use the most of. And then regular pipes, I technically should have in a chest here. Because I need some of those once in a while. I definitely don't need underground pipes, though. I think 200 is usually enough, because I usually do pretty short sections of regular pipe if I am using them. Okay, so we've got that done, we got that done. And now all we have is this. Perfect. I am going to need some clarifiers, though. Hold up. We've got plenty. I don't know why I got rid of this, though. I guess that was a silly thing to do. I can't just leave it. I am imagining this could beat Sonic the Hedgehog, though Sonic is pretty fast. Okay. Wow, that's so fast. Don't remove it. Why would I remove it? It's not in the way. There will be other times where I need to remove it, and the best place to leave it would be in one of the stackers, and then I wouldn't need to remove it, because other stuff could go around it. But I did put it in the way, if this block was running, which it's not. Okay, we've got the sulfur. Okay, we did that one. So now we need the actual sulfur itself. Now, in the future, I may just import, whatchamacallit, sulfuric acid. That may be something I train around. But at least for this build, for now, I'm just making it from scratch. Okay. Rates should be fine. Got it. That's two. We do have mineralized water, which unfortunately I can't really take advantage of. I have purified water, which is interesting because we need some purified water, but that's not enough. And so what we will do is connect up the purified water output here with the one here, and then I will need a top-up valve from another one of these making purified water. And where does saline water go again? Shoot, I guess I didn't think about the ratio here. Is this going to be... It's going to be excess saline water. Okay. So we do need one of these going. And what we'll do is this will just be a top-up valve. I guess I don't have any. So 80% top up. We'll just make it 50. That's plenty for the flow rates we're dealing with. Less prone to error if there's more room for the output of this. And then for the saline water, we will actually end up getting too much. So I will have an overflow valve. And this will be on 90, so it'll only flow out if we're at 90, and then that goes into a clarifier. And then I'll need one for mineralized water as well. Which is kind of sad, because mineralized water is used in some other places, but I don't think there's a great use for it if I'm not wanting to transport it. Yeah, that's going to be a no from me, dog. So, mineralized water goes bye-bye. And something's in my throat, and we're almost there. So all we need now is the coal crushing and coal cleaning, which is going to be 13, 14 liquefiers. Oh, there it is. Just one big line. Why not? Maybe I should make that two-dimensional, save on belts. It's going to be the same amount of pipes either way. In fact, I can do less pipes this way, because then I can do this kind of thing for the inner piece. And then we do need a physical input and output, so maybe... Then I need more undergrounds. think I'll use more pipes instead of undergrounds. These are cheaper. So I'll do it that way. Hey, thanks for the follow, Raptor. Welcome on in. Okay, so input... We can use 2 sides of the belt here, is what we'll do. So the one side will be crushed coal, and the other side will be... Let's give this some space. I don't know if I need to, actually. Given the new stack ability of regular inserters. Yeah, 3 per second. One of these should be fine. Okay, so then those are on the outside. So that means when these turn it into coke, they need to put on the close side. Like so. And then we are going to need, unfortunately, some power pole action. I think on every other one. Yeah. I did something wrong. What just happened? Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay. So then now on this right side will be the coke that I need to export. And then we'll have a bunch of output sulfuric wastewater. Which I'll connect around the top. Like so. Let's turn on our... Oh. It's kind of a little too much. I can just leave that on, I guess. That's kind of handy. And so then this will hook up here. So now that's all part of that network. Purified water. Wait a second. That's the purified water we already are making, right? Yes. So it gets used in 2 places. Is that right? Indeed it is. Okay. So then that purified water also needs to connect this way. Shoot, that's perfectly horrible. Here, why don't I make this a T then? So it'll go left and also up. And that turns that corner. There we go. Purified water's all hooked up. Sulfuric acid's all hooked up. Mineralized water. This is so handy. You can just see all the connections. Oxygen's not hooked up. See? See how helpful that was? Need to go up. That needs to go connect. There we go. Nitrogen needs to connect to the flare stack, which it is. The air needs to connect, which we need to get those built. Ghostified, not a great idea of when the Pi stuff is going to get released. Loosely, I think Pi AE will probably come out of alpha sometime in the summer. But then all the balance stuff, I don't know. It could literally be like we're talking about next Christmas. If by the end of summer they haven't finished the balancing updates, I'm at least going to try alternative energy and kind of get going a little bit and build some blueprints, potentially kind of work on some of the composite factory stuff. But I probably won't do my real run until they've done a big balancing pass, because I am excited for that. Oops. Okay. So this will be the coal. Alright, so now we finished the build. Whoop. And what we need to do next is figure out... So I've got a coke output that is a byproduct. I've got battery output that is the main product. And then I've got no other outputs. So that is it. Ha! Bird. I woke up with that song in my head after you mentioned... Well, you didn't mention it, but you made me think of it. It's all your fault. That is a very catchy song. So we're going to request a few things. We're going to need copper, paper, lead, and coal. Okay, perfect. So copper, plates, paper, lead, plate, and coal. Okay, so those are all going to need amounts. Why was that set to 2,000? Shouldn't be set to 2,000. Did I mess up the blueprint? Anyway, the copper amount will be, what, 10 a second, 600 a minute, 3 stacks a minute, 180 stacks an hour. Okay, so we need the full amount, 132 stacks. Definitely the 132 stacks for paper. Coal is the one that could be a little less. But I might be cutting it a little bit close with these sizes. 540 divided by 4, we get 135 stacks. Okay. Yeah, Ghostified. I don't think it'll be that long, but we'll see. I'm definitely excited for it once it finally comes out. Okay, so the coke, we need to bring the coke over, and then we need some filter mini loaders. Let's throw those on my hotbar here. Filter mini loaders. Oh shoot, I forgot these are only yellow. Blah. So we're gonna need 2 for coal or lead plate. We're gonna need how many for paper? 3. And they're gonna need to do this. It's probably easier to do this and then have them. Ooh, I have an idea. Because they're gonna merge anyway, we can do this that way. That looks very nice. And we're gonna need one more of those because of reasons. Because of 40. Don't need this one though. Well, I need it for the coal and copper. So that'll be one more. So this one will be coal. This one will be copper. Okay. So paper, we merge, we have another one. Lots of paper. That's one full belt. This is a 15er. This is the coal. The coal comes up to here. And then the copper comes up and goes around up to here. And then the paper, where does that go again? The paper gets used in this stuff. Okay, that's what it was. So we've got 2 belts of paper coming in here. Uh-oh, and what was this? Oh, lead. Wait, lead is used in multiple places, isn't it? Crap. Okay, so lead, we need 1 going left. That'll probably be a splitter. Okay, that would be the lead. Paper. We actually need a double belt because 30 is not enough. And then this is coming up here. Okay. No reason to use up more space than I need to here. Okay, that's paper. Lead. Okay, and then the other lead is... Oh yeah, this actually works out perfectly. The other lead we said was on the bottom of this. So, oops, I can just delete the rest of this belt, and that should be the lead for anodes and cathodes. Okay, I believe that's it, and I can turn this bad boy on, and we should get at least paper. Oh, geez, yep. Creating delivery for coal and paper. So that's the thing, at least. We don't have the other objects, of course. But yeah, there we go. Let's fly back over to the base. And we're going to have to get lead going. And what was the... Oh, and copper. Lead and copper. Wow, this thing's fast by itself. That's great. Cool. Yeah, it's over 100 per second. That's pretty fast. Should take 4 minutes to fill an entire train, I guess. If it's... No, it's only 120 slots. So 12 minutes. No. Why can't I do? It's one... Yeah, 240 seconds. That was correct. Okay. Wow. Math. Maths is hards. Oh, I didn't do the coke output. Shoot. Also, we need to enable those LTN combinators. That's not good. Otherwise, it'll never provide anything. Weep. Alright. So this on, this on. Alright, and then the coke. We need to bring the coke over here. Where was that? Oh, I never even did inserters for that. Whoops. Let's do that. Okay, I can turn that off. That's going to bother me. Sums, tricky things. Indeed they are. Welcome in, Captain True. What am I doing? I am just... Woo, baby. I already did... I'm doing the one lane thing. I did take care of this. And then I forgot about it. Okay, well... There we go. This is the coke. Indeed, I am a dingleberry. Happens once in a while. Okay, so then the coke will come in here. And, yeah, we'll just do double mini loader on the end. And then here's the interesting thing. This is a byproduct. And I have to do different things with byproducts than regular products. So, we're only going to output on channel 1. And then, so channel 1 is the main requesting channel. And then, if we have over a certain amount, then we provide on channel 2 as well. So what we're going to do later is we're going to have a voiding station. For anything that can be a byproduct, we're going to need to be able to void it in case we have too much. Although I doubt that'll happen often with Coke. Hey, paper's here. It's possible. So, all that to say, what we'll do is we have to add 2 to the network ID, and then the voiding station will only be on network 2. So it'll only ever void stuff from a byproduct station. And then the main provider station will never actually send Coke to channel 2. It'll only send Coke to channel 1. And then we also need a priority. So this is going to be provide priority 1, which is higher than 0. And so when channel 1 is the only one that it's on, Coke will be grabbed from here before the one that kind of exists to create Coke. So then we need one more, we need a decider combinator for this, and that should be all we need. And this is all just in theory. I've never actually done this before, so we'll see if it works. But I need to figure this out before Addons anyway. So we need one decider combinator. Essentially, that is going to take the amount in the warehouse, which should just be on the green channel. And if Coke is greater than a certain amount, how much should we say? I think it stacks to 468. Stacks. We have 468 stacks. It stacks to 200. What is that? 0 times 2, 90,000. So if we're greater than 24,000, that's the size of one train. $48,000. That's when we output 1. This is annoying. I want to output 2. Because what we need to do is the encoded network ID. But I need 2 of those. So now I'm going to need to like double that signal. Because I need it to be ID 3 when it switches over. So that's a bit bothersome. I could do input count, but that's definitely not what we want, so. Oh, I only have green wire. Is that okay? I think that's okay. Yeah, because the input to the arithmetic one is only ever from the output of that, and then it gets added in. Okay, so when Coke is high, we should have the right amount. Hey, look, and there's a coal train waiting, exactly like it should be. Alright, well, we've accomplished most of another city block, so I'm going to call it a YouTube episode there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.